Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Unmask Yourself video. The purpose of today's video is to help everybody out there that struggles with feelings of worthlessness and not feeling good enough. I want to help you start seeing the value you have as a person by re-evaluating your strengths and weaknesses and changing the way you speak to yourself based on what you find. We all have strong points and weak points, all of us. No human is perfect, but having weak points does not make you a bad person. I want you all to see your worth and to know that you're good enough regardless of what your strengths and weaknesses are. My aim for this video is to give you some insights to the things that are keeping you down and hopefully give you the knowledge that you need to bring down your walls and to set yourself free from the emotional prison you're currently trapped in. We're going to start by talking about self-esteem. Self-esteem is the way in which we evaluate ourselves. It's the internal process of assessing our qualities and our attributes. Healthy self-esteem is when what we think, feel and believe about ourselves is realistic and true. Creating and maintaining healthy self-esteem comes from collecting evidence about the kind of person that we are, accepting both the positive and the negative, and processing this information in a realistic and non-judgmental way. Approaching yourself this way keeps you balanced and gives you the opportunity to assess the areas that need growth and gives you the confidence to be able to work on these things. On the other hand though, we've also got unhealthy self-esteem, which can show itself in one of two ways. One being overly high self-esteem and the other being overly low. Overly high self-esteem is commonly referred to as narcissism. This is when a person thinks that everything they say or do is right, and that their opinion is more valid given that they believe that they're smarter than other people. This extreme level of self-esteem cuts off any room for growth or personal development. In contrast to that though, there's overly low self-esteem. This is when you underestimate or completely ignore any of your positive characteristics. If you battle with low self-esteem, you'd often find yourself saying things like, I'm dumb, lazy, inconsiderate, boring, selfish, annoying, or just that you're a terrible human being just for the things that you say, think or do. You see yourself in a very negative light and find it very hard to receive compliments and believe that anyone would genuinely enjoy your company. This extreme can lead to social withdrawal, erratic behaviours, negativity towards others, poor physical health, and high levels of anxiety. Now let's dive into self-worth. Self-worth and self-esteem are regularly used interchangeably, but they're two very different things. As discussed before, self-esteem is the process in which we evaluate our traits. Self-worth, however, is the belief that we have in ourselves that we are lovable and valuable, regardless of the evaluation or any particular situation that may arise. So with good self-worth, even if your self-esteem was to rapidly decline, you'd still be able to hold on to the notion that you are worthy and deserving of more, even if you aren't experiencing it right now. Think of self-worth as an anchor, keeping a boat stable in the ocean while there's a storm, knowing full well that that storm will pass. Having and maintaining good self-worth comes from the realization that as a human being, you have the capacity to contribute to the world and give back in a positive way, however big or small that may be, and that you are always worthy and deserving of love in all of its shapes and forms. When that belief or realization is clouded, that's when worthlessness and depression creeps in, and then your negative emotions consume your thoughts and your life. A common killer of people's belief in themselves is a need for external validation. The belief that being accepted by others and how they see you determines your worth, and how good you are as a person and the level of love that you deserve. This goes wrong in all areas of people's lives and causes more pain than's necessary. The problem with external validation is that you start living based on other people's expectations of you. You start doing what you feel you're expected to do to be accepted and loved, sometimes even at the expense of your own values and beliefs. Morally, this can cause other issues, while at the same time, if you don't receive the praise that you're expecting for the things that you've done, your self-worth is the first thing to take a hit. This creates an emotionally damaging cycle of seeking praise to feel like you're good enough and doing whatever it takes to receive that praise. I'm sure all of you out there have either experienced or seen an example of this in some area of your life. Whether it's seeking validation from a boss, busting your ass at work just for it to all go unnoticed, or when you're constantly going out of your way in a relationship to make your partner feel special when none of the respect or appreciation is ever returned. And some people even experience this with their parents, that no matter what they do or how hard they try, it's just never good enough. Well, I want to help you put a stop to this cycle. I want you to not only feel, but to know that you are good enough. That who you are as a person is what is important, not what other people say or think about you. So let's break down everything we've just gone through and go through the key points that will help you build healthy self-esteem and self-worth. Let's keep it simple and not overcomplicate the process. I want you to know that everything that you need to achieve this new state is within reach, you just need to choose it. So let's go through a few steps that'll hopefully help you on this process. 1, be proud of your strengths and see your weaknesses not as something to be down about, but areas for growth and self-development. 2, if you're putting yourself down, I want you to get out there and challenge the insult. If you're calling yourself dumb, I want you to get out there and learn something new. If you're calling yourself lazy, I want you to get up and do something right away. If you're calling yourself selfish, get out there and do one thing for somebody else and not expect anything else in return. This will instantly disprove the insults that you've been throwing at yourself and show you that it's not who you are. You can prove all of your insults wrong by simply taking action right now. 3, remember that you're a human being, capable of contributing to the world just like anybody else, and deserving of love just like everybody else as well. And 4, be your own validator. Stick to your values and live life to your fullest potential. Don't sacrifice your happiness or your mental health for the sake of being accepted. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope this video gives you the courage to let go of those negative thoughts and really start believing in yourself. If this video has helped you and you feel like it could help somebody else out there struggling with the same things, please like and share away. Your simple share helps me reach the people that are out there struggling with these emotions right now and could really help pull somebody out of the darkness. I genuinely love and appreciate all of the support that you all show, so thank you. Okay, that's it for me. Everyone out there, just remember that you are enough and now is the time to start believing it. All right guys, much love. Bye.